Well, sorry we weren't able to meet on Wednesday. I wanted to get some information to you concerning the preliminary design review that's going to take place on Tuesday of next week. So I kind of put together this desktop presentation. I don't know, the audio may not be the best in the world, but I think at least you can get the information I'm trying to get across. So let's look at some things here and see where we're going next. If we go to the calendar, to see what we have coming up, you can see that we're here on the 7th of February, and on the 12th of February, next Tuesday, during lab time, we're going to do the preliminary design review. That'll be a presentation by the team. Each person on the team will have something to say, and it will be I'll talk more later on in this presentation about what's to be expected in that design review. The presentation and the report, our preliminary design review report, are due by midnight on the 11th. So that's where we stand right now with that. Let's see now, going to course information, you can see where all of this fits in here. Right here is the preliminary design review description and where it fits into the overall process. It follows the project proposal, which we've done, and it precedes the critical design review. The preliminary design review is where the company management wants to take a look at the project that you're going to be building and reach a decision whether or not more money should be invested in it. They want to know what you want to accomplish with it. They want your outline to your design, the approach you're going to use, how you plan on implementing the various subsystems and everything, who's going to do what, the work breakdown structure, basically who's going to do what and when are they going to do it, and the actual task become part of an organization chart, and of course, being a company spending resources on this project, they want to know what are the risks and the contingencies? What are the things that can derail this project, and what are you going to do if those things happen? So those are the, keep in mind, preliminary, not looking for detailed schematics or anything like that. That comes later on. This is just that next stage towards convincing management that this is a good project and it's has a high likelihood of success. Okay, so come on down then to the preliminary design review. And here is the preliminary design review page. Note that we have, here's where you submit your report, and here's where you submit your presentation. Here is the PowerPoint template in the right format to be used for the project. Here is the peer review. And we are going to do a peer review for the preliminary design review. I'm going to hand this out. You will fill out each person will fill out 4 of these in the course of the lab period on Tuesday, 1 for each of the other projects. You're not going to rate yourself, and I'll talk more about this on Monday. But some questions are asked, and then you basically fill in the blank there on whether or not you agree with that statement or disagree, and to what level, and so I can kind of get some feedback as to what you think about the project, the risks, does it look like a decent project, and in the end here you can kind of make an assessment of what you think the project would be in terms of its ambition, in terms of all the factors that you might consider to be important, and then you can give an overall score for the presentation. And of course, professional approach. A professional approach is of course warranted here. If you were in a company, you wouldn't fill out a form like this, but you would provide the kind of information that's on here to your colleagues if they came and presented their project to you. So in this case, you're kind of serving the role of management as you look at what's being presented and you assess its value and likelihood of success. Okay, then there's the preliminary design review guidelines. So I'll open that up and discuss the guidelines for actually accomplishing the report, both the report and the presentation. So I'll open that up now.